Welcome back to OpenTTD, and today we are going to continue our game, and the topic that I would like to tackle firstly is this dreadful tunnel, which definitely is a bottleneck for our railway. So we are going to make a second tunnel just on the side of it. We now have the money, even though this was 250k. Can you imagine, like, can you remember, like, have you been here, like, from, like, the early episodes where we had money problems, where we could not afford 10k, let alone 250k? Crazy. How far we've come. How far have we come? Our little railway company here definitely is making successful business. And indeed we are now making this a little bit differently. So let's see. Okay, I will just draw this out. I will just reconnect this all in a nicer way. Yeah, here. So that's the one way. Then the second way here is this connection. And we'll do that pretty simply, I would say. Essentially, sort of like that. Yeah, and slightly longer up here. This is a little bit of a tight curve, but that's okay. That's okay. Probably. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, the more I look at it, the more I hate it. So we'll bite the bullet, and we're going to redo this part. We said from the beginning, or I did anyway, that this is gonna be pretty stream, not stream, sorry, the pretty, how do you call it, pretty game. That it is important for me to make things also aesthetically pleasing to some degree. And that is where we're going to go with that. Do I like this more? I think I do. Yeah, and the rest can be done by path signaling inside of here. So this should work quite well, doesn't it? The only thing that we're missing is definitely some more signals here. Okay, tunnels. Then we have a pretty good way of doing that. So we have some too many signals here, probably. Now we're blocked here, and I'm not sure why. It seems to me there shouldn't be anything blocking, although there's a train right below here. I can just see it. So we'll just revert that one. And it's probably just wanted to go in the different direction. So yeah, it wanted to go all the way up here, and it took a wrong turn. That is unfortunate for it, but I think it can turn around here, right? Probably somewhere, not sure where. Let's see where it goes actually. It turns down here, and probably will turn around eventually. At Champerieux it can take a 90-degree turn. That's fine, that's good. Okay, so another way how we will actually refinance this money is, I see that we're here, and also up here. We're in the region that's called the Semmering-Kohlenfeld, And I think it's a good opportunity to utilize this track much more by simply using this coal and bringing it here to Wilmart, which is waiting for coal, since we're currently not delivering it to it, but it can, in addition to iron ore, it would love to take some coal as well. And why we're pursuing this train? We are pursuing it because it provides iron ore. Okay, so we're going to connect the coal, but before we do, let's just quickly make a check-in here on our railways down here and see how they're getting along. This is still extremely highly utilized. So the Imtal track here seems to be going quite good. Wow, so much trains here. Fesselkirchen also here now. We're in a situation where it seems like we're blocking now actually. That's really bad. So probably the engineering supplies haven't been delivered recently and that's why we're blocked out of things. I'm sure we can come up with a better system for distributing them. Okay, for now let's ignore it. I think for now it's sort of okay, but we will come back to that for certain. And right now we are focusing on these coal trains. So the question is, how do we do this? So these two, well, we could bundle them, just collect it and then deliver it from here. I think we had made kind of not the best experiences with transfer stations because there isn't that much advantage to them. It's pretty much the argument that I would bring. So it's not too crazy. It looks kind of crazy, but actually it's only like 3 layers going up here. And I think we can, yeah, you can sneak here along the center here, more or less to the other train. I'm fairly confident that that will work, so let's just test that out. We can go here-ish, yeah, then down here, and then we already are here. Yeah, that is exactly the way. So let's take a look at our stations, because there are really nice stations for these things. So for this conveyor belt, processed goods? No, it's not a processed good. It's definitely a raw good. Mineral piles, cattle, farm, fixtures, stations. Yeah, stations is actually what I'm looking for. Mineral silo. Yeah. Number of tracks. I suppose 2 would be good. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. And we will get that on. Thinking single track on this part might be okay. When has single track ever been okay? We might just double track it. But then we will have to expend a little bit of terraforming here. And there is the trick where you can hold control to terraform diagonally. I think everybody who plays the game more or less knows it already, but just in case you're one of the few people who don't, there you go. That 90-degree turn, it's pretty not good. Don't like it. No. Like this we can do. Okay. So joining it down here. How efficient does this join need to be? And does it need to go left? Definitely doesn't need to go here left, because we're never going to have any steel deliveries to the left here, because there's only one steel mill on the whole map. So we can basically join it here very effectively, just going in here. I think the most effective join would be if we just build a bridge here on this track, and then we can use that. Okay, for now let's just do it quickly without a bridge, because I don't want to be nailed down in position for now. So this will be kind of where the bridge might become later. And then on the left side, so if a bridge starts here, we would have to get out of it, out of the left track, kind of at that area. And then you'd have that kind of connection here, more or less. So that's the rough idea I have. Let's pull that down here, join it all up. Let's try to get that done here without unnecessary terraforming, as we discussed. Try to avoid it. And that should be okay. Then we do a quick bridge right here. That is a pretty effective way to build it. A few signals. Make sure that we don't have any things happen that shouldn't happen. And then we're doing a few more signals right here, all the way to the top. And here we put a few more. That should already be quite fine. I'm a little bit, actually, now that I'm looking at it, a bit annoyed that we have these behind it, because that can incentivize some trains to go beyond it when they actually want to go another direction. So just to make sure that that doesn't impact us, we'll put a one here, because then the trains that coming from that direction, they can go there. That's fine. I'm a little bit concerned that this tunnel doesn't have any signals, it seems to me. That's why one train is blocked here. That is, of course, stupid. The whole reason why we have this tunnel, and that's also one of the main reasons why this patch is so important, this patch pack. The original version of OpenTTD does not support having any signals in tunnels. So we're going to build a new type of train. Do we go with the newest one here? 86 compared to that? I think yes. Coal. 3 plank, yeah, makes sense. I think the open one is definitely always worse, so we'll hide it. And we're going to go with the full length of 5. And here we go with here, and then bring it all the way here. Full load. And we're going to go with 3 trains, I think so, for now. And now looking at that, and that we had this opportunity that we could better the stations, I will actually do that here as well. I think that there's much nicer stations available, particularly the steel mill. That is a nice one, right? So 4, let's see how that looks. Here we are. Oh my god. What a beast. $25K, so money comes flowing in. Okay, here's the first train heading to Weißenbach. The coal loading does take place, it's just slow initially. And then we have a secondary one here. And here the question is, where do we want to go with that? So it feels like we can get up here, or we can try to get along down here. There's a little bit of a rift here. Yeah, I think those joints don't need to be perfectly fine. It can be just a little bit, yeah, just doesn't need to be the most effective joints anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. And here we have that, and then I would take out that and this. And now look at me wasting money, but because I'm gonna go bridge. I think this just will look kind of cool in the end. So we're pulling up here, and then we're just building like a bridge here over, not over water really. It's just a bridge that over like some uneven terrain. Just looks cool. Just for the coolness factor, we're building this. And here, do we want to go all the way up here? Not so sure about that. So we can build the station also a little bit offset. Let me just try to find that station again. It's this one. It will be only 2, of course. So let's check out what the terrain gives us. So the terrain here is pretty wild. But down here, it's not quite in reach. If we go here, it would be in reach. So just terraforming slightly. I'm thinking that's gonna be it. Oof. Yeah, that is in reach, although it's not what I wanted to terraform, actually. Right? That isn't what I did want. What did I want to do that here? Because here it's a bit weird, because there's no way to do the track. Like, where did I want to terraform? I think I was like looking at this here, but that actually is too far away by 1 tile. So here would be okay, for example. Yeah, I think so. So we'd have to go here. Okay. Let's see if I can correct this though. And we can actually then also correct that a little bit, make this a little bit filled again. So like this. Actually, I'm really confused, but I think that I'm still doing it incorrectly. Probably one further back here would be ideal if we can remove that. And here we are with a pretty good location, yeah. And this does capture the coal, and it looks pretty good. Awesome. So the only thing is we'll have to put it here, and we'll have to do the crossing sort of here, because we can't easily cross here, can we? We can. Yeah, but then we can put signals, so then we'd have to do it here, and then we have tight corners. Although here we have also too tight of a corner. This one I don't like. So let's do it like this, so that we can just reach everything. And then, yeah, this one can be... How do you do it here? Yeah, I guess this way is fine. Just so that you can go on both sides. And like that. And we'll put signals there. And then a few more signals here. Okay. So how did we manage it with the repair? Just put that down here, right? Okay, makes sense. And so then the only thing left is we're going to clone one of those trains, and we're going to go ahead and bring it here. Well, the other one part is already correct, so we don't need to change that. Delete, full load. Now clone that 3 times. Here we go. And then we're going to deliver a bit of coal very soon. Is that not a problem? Yeah, that is a big problem. Because now the train cannot leave. So it needs to wait on the bridge. Is that fine? I think so. Let it turn around. I didn't want to do that. I was trying to avoid it. Oh my god, that is so dumb. I feel like that's kind of not my fault. Okay. Alright, please buy 2 more of them, or replace the 2 that we just lost. And there we go. They're going to have to wait here. Yeah, I think this works much better. Okay, so now we're transporting a bit of coal. That's the whole goal of things to be. And then there's another coal station here, but I'm thinking that this will be a bit harder to connect here. Is it? Actually, I think it might be easier. The only thing is we have to get it like to go to the tunnels here. So realistically, it's not very hard. Just want to give us maximum amount of space to work with. So maybe like this could make sense, yeah, so that we can do like a curve, a nice one. Okay, let's do it. So we'll get out of here and we'll do the same kind of thing that we did on the other side, which is to do this and, well, this. That's kind of it, really. Then we just go up here. Probably we'll get onto this level here and then we'll just wrap it around, and then we have our system already built up. Yep, that's exactly right. Then a few signals to help us out managing all of this, and then yeah, maybe one more signal here. Yeah, that should be it. Now regarding maintenance, you have the same issue as before, that this maintenance hut is oddly attractive if you're coming here and you want to repair. So I'm thinking we're just gonna completely overdo it now and just put more maintenance down here in front of the tunnel. And we do essentially the same train as we did here. So we'll just take one of them and put it to go here to load. And then we're gonna clone that also 3 times. It feels like that might be okay. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with this small progress. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, even though it was such a minor thing. We are slowly making progress. The steel here keeps piling up. Let's just do a little bit of a track inspection that we can see how things work. Both of those tracks are used quite a lot, so that feels pretty good. Marktreed is a little bit mad at us, and they're currently not on a growth path, which is interesting. So how is this little transport here going? It seems like we could incentivize a bit more people coming here. It seems like Marktreed here is definitely a little bit undersized still, and we definitely want to incentivize it to be growing. Where are the trains here? Did I miss some sort of train crash? Were they killed by trains? Like, do we have no local transportation here? Sorry, did I miss something? Marktreed. There's nobody on this route. I'm pretty sure they got killed by the trains as well. Oh my god, that is awful. That is freaking awful. I didn't even notice it, and that definitely impacts Marktreed's growth. It significantly does. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, then level crossing be gone, please. If that's the actual reason. Oh, you refuse to allow that which saves you. But that is really dreadful, like that we didn't even notice it. How could I not even notice it? Like, of course, then it means that a lot of things didn't work out here, and regarding the growth particularly. That is really bad. So then we have now a little bit more of a setup, and yeah, we want to get rid of that level crossing here. Yeah, they don't allow me to get rid of a level crossing that killed so many people here in your neighborhood. And I can see why you hate me with with my trains killing your people. I'm trying to grow here some trees, guys. Like, you really have, like, they have such negative reputation. I have such a negative reputation, it must be. I don't even know how to check it here. They're appalling. Okay. Appalling reputation. Is there any way I can stop that? Nope. Nope, nope. What I will do quickly is to allow level crossings. Absolutely no. Please no. Off. No level crossings anymore. You will use the bridges, or you will build bridges. And then we're going to go and find my depot here. And we were gonna run a few transport services here. You will get like the best of the best, guys, like Hancock. We're gonna run it from the train station, city center, to the docks, then back to the train station. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Most people who come from the docks probably don't want to stay in your shitty town. Yeah, and we're gonna run quite a few of them. But I do think we should space them out, and I'm having the feeling that this road is a bit bad. This is an end station. Usually I'd rather use through stations because they don't need to turn around. Yeah, maybe we're getting a bit more passengers now that this connection has been restored. Yeah, there's at least a few people who are now sitting here and they want to go to the central. And there's a few people here who want to go to the train station. Why do they want to go from the train station? Just out of interest. But Hofer, okay, they want to go a little bit further even. So this is great news. So we're gonna leave that town here. Let's check here. This looks good. Ilmtal here is very small, but they do have a few people here who want to go to Fesselkirchen. That's nice to see. And these connections here, they're probably also growing slowly. Spital here is probably the biggest one that is sort of here in this area. We have a few connections down here and there. These towns are more or less growing just because of us. I don't even remember that we put like something to Pulnau. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Pulnau docks, there's a few people here. Yeah, I remember now that we put that here. And then we have here this town. And here we have nice service going back and forth. How many people here are? Oh my god, quite a few people want to go to Wilmarkt from here. So I'm thinking then, yeah, let's extend that service. It seems like that service will run quite well. Weißenkirch ob der Wagnam. Let's go ahead and extend that service. This is passenger line Weißenkirch-Villmarkt. Those trains are not very profitable. However, we can take a... I think the idea why they're not profitable is mostly because they are very likely taking not so many passengers, right? No, they do take quite a lot. What engine are they running? Are they running the newest engine? Yes. Huh. 104 kilometers per hour they can run up to. Yeah. Just that they take so long to go up there. So those are more like services that we're running as a subsidy, or those passengers are stuck up here, but they actually want to go to somewhere else afterwards. So we only get the transfer payment. Yeah, thinking our network is not as tight yet. Let's try to extend upon that in the future. But for now, let's call it here. Thanks for watching and see you next time on the next episode of OpenTTD. Bye.